I don't know what you're referring to.
It got up to 69 today. It's supposed to be a high of 69 tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was nice.
69 every day. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was
Hey.
nice out today. It really was. I walked the dogs.
Yeah.
My roommates have been attempting to get me to skip work tomorrow.
What for?
It's just to enjoy the sun before it goes away again.
It will come back.
Yeah.
Will
It's
it?
not going to be gone forever. Whether or not we'll all live to see it, better question, but it will come back.
Yeah.
Did you turn on Netflix at all today, Gary?
I have not. Why?
Because when I turned it on today, there was a giant banner for the live-action Full Metal Alchemist movie being on Netflix now.
No!
I'm excited to see that.
Who'd they get to play the dog?
You have to
Come
wait
on.
for me. You cannot watch this alone.
I know.
I
right?
cannot
you
watch
should
this
really
alone.
watch this with me.
I hope it's just as nowhere near as bad as everybody says it is, as that Death Note movie is.
Yeah.
The Death Note movie is pretty bad.
I mean,
It's so not as bad as it gets credit for, though. It's
You're
fine.
not wrong. It's just, it's not very good.
so
I liked it.
it's Japanese made, so that's
Yeah, so that oh, that's a step.
but
I mean, so were the Attack on Titan movies, and those were terrible.
I haven't seen those. They had live action Attack
Yeah,
on
they're very
Oh,
not
yeah.
good.
Wow.
One might say they are aggressively bad.
Yeah. my biggest
Aggressively
concern
bad.
is that I love the shit out of Full Metal Alchemist, but there's a lot of anime shit in there.
Oh yeah,
is true.
it is about as anime as it gets.
Like Ed's hair and jacket and all leather outfit. Like
They just put out a live action Full Metal Alchemist movie.
Now I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of what anime I would most want to see a live action movie of, if any.
FMA was up there for me. I'll be honest.
I mean, Kenshin's live action movies are actually
Yeah,
quite
Kenshin's live action movies are really good.
Like those are actually good. Like I would watch like
You guys didn't like Ghost in the Shell?
I don't
No!
know. It was
Sorry, that's a
probably
joke.
fine.
See, that's a
I've seen
joke.
it.
Yeah.
It was
I feel
probably
like-
fine. Whatever.
the thing
I
is-
saw it. It was not good.
Yeah,
It was actually not good.
I believe you.
Yeah, I believe it.
Like if they made like
Initial D.
JoJo anime.
Yes. Initial D is a good answer.
It would
Listen, I'm still waiting on Akira, so
better.
I would
Yeah.
watch if it was well produced. I would take a chance on a live action Bebop.
Oh yeah.
I would do.
A lot
yeah.
of that
They were supposed
doesn't
to,
need like
weren't they? Wasn't like Keanu Reeves or something? by the
Yep.
way, like a million years ago and never did anything with them. Oh,
That is correct.
bummer. Oh, Papa, do you hear all your friends? Come up, say hi.
I mean, I also would watch a live action I Shield 21 movie, but I don't even know how that would work.
It would basically need to be that live action Phoenix Wright movie.
Oh, that was a good one too.
Yeah, that
live action Phoenix Wright
movie is not bad.
Live action one?
The weirdest fucking thing.
was-
Oh no.
Honestly, Morgan, it wasn't terrible. Oh, Pearl.
Really?
Especially considering the fucking like
Oh, bro.
who they got to direct that movie is the most insane thing I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Who is it?
Takashi Miike.
Uh,
Miike did like Old Boy, if I recall properly.
And Ghost Dog, didn't he?
Maybe that'd be incredible if that's true. I think he might have. Miike did a lot of like super like hyper violent movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Ichi the Killer.
Yeah, he's a
is-
killer.
is one of his, and they did Ace Attorney.
Pearl.
fucking wild.
Pearl, stop being a lick monster.
Like, obviously, she's always a lick monster, but it's like extra bad today.
Oh,
He's a
shit.
kissy baby.
Oh.
Where's Ryan?
He's right there.
right here.
You can't
Okay.
see where I'm pointing. He's over there.
Word. By the way, I got Anna to watch the first 2 episodes of Brotherhood.
Nice, nice.
Thoughts so far?
Very good.
Hi, Anna.
There's a microphone. She said, "Very good." I am
I think I heard
intrigued.
I heard something.
Huh. So apparently, that thing about if they could make a live-action JoJo's Bizarre Adventure movie,
Oh,
that happened.
Oh no!
Miike did that too. It is
hate everything.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond is Unbreakable, Chapter 1. It is a Japanese film directed by Takashi Miike and based on the Diamond is Unbreakable story arc of the manga series JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Huh.
There you go.
Something I never needed.
Oh, it has somebody is cast as Jotaro Kujo, so that's all I care about. He's awesome.
There you go.
Why are you so
So, Ryan,
Anyway.
are you all set, ready to go?
Yeah.
We're just waiting
Oh,
on
I
you.
thought we were waiting for Heather.
Oh, she
No.
won't.
No, that's going to be like an hour.
Like hour, yeah.
All right.
Ugh. Oh, Craig, just to let you know, not this Friday, but the Friday after, I'll be in town for the weekend.
Oh, word?
I have some financial stuff to do on Friday, so I figured we could.
Is that code
Hang
for
that
getting your
weekend.
taxes done?
Yeah, I have to go to Benjamin Edwards and get my trust stuff done.
Word.
So I figured we can grab Morgan and go to Barcade.
I like this idea.
Yeah, actually, we're kind of planning to be in town that weekend.
When?
Oh, this
Hey.
is all getting better.
Oh,
When?
after next?
Yeah, the weekend
Yeah,
after
weekend
next.
after.
What's the date on it?
About that. So first
it's the-
of March.
Yeah.
I will not be here.
Oh,
I will be in
Never,
Florida visiting my grandparents.
All right. Well, we'll have a good time.
Okay.
Sorry for the savagery, Marky.
It's okay. It's all right.
Jason, do you want to come down and also hang out?
Yeah, if I'm able to. I'm not helping my mom.
Weird. All right. Anyway, now that we've ruined Morgan's soul, don't worry. You'll get back, and there'll be a tiny bag with a special die in the mailbox for you. So, last time around, you guys had your interlude party. You all conducted various things over over a 2-week period as Lathander slowly built its way up. Aramil had a vision quest. Nyx hung around with a miner.
why?
Did you dig it?
Sai learns to blacksmithing. Marleman learned how to be a bard, as well as how to do some dumb shit with his new necklace.
Had a drink a
Right.
lot.
Peter got some information, and Trev learned to fly.
I learned how to fly.
Fly.
That's my
So-
boy.
Picking up right where we left off, you have all reconvened on the flight practice field in the Feywild, not too far away from the court. And have kind of been briefing each other on what you did during the week, as well as where to go next.
Okay.
Have at it.
Oh.
Do we have any clues where the next person we need to be is?
We also don't know it's a person.
The next target. That sounds
Yeah.
real rough.
The next person of interest?
That's a better way to put that.
I mean, you could go meet up with the queen and see what she has to say.
I think that's not a bad idea.
That's probably a good idea.
Sure.
All right, so we'll seek an audience with the queen.
Okay. You guys make your way back over to the court field. Luckily for you guys, Titania is actually holding court at the moment.
Okay.
Kneeling in front of her is the long white dressed, long black hair, piercing blue eyes maiden who holds the hourglass in the court, Neve. She seems to be briefing the queen on something as you begin your approach. Just give me 1 second. I'm looking for something here. There it is. As you guys approach and you're announced, they sort of stop and take a look at you, and Titania looks at all of you and goes, "Ah, welcome back. You've all done wonderful work so far. So, how's everyone doing?"
Marleman has a headache.
Actually?
No. Armil doesn't. He's just chill.
Armil, you're still a little hazy.
I was gonna say, yeah,
I never made this clear to you last week, and I apologize. Your spirit quest did, in fact, take the entirety of the 2 weeks, and you only
yes.
made it back to the material plane to pick up those who were not, and then came back. You're still feeling it.
Oh, wow.
Man, the come down on that is long.
Like you might have some aftershakes after this one.
You're gonna like crack your back one day and go to another dimension.
Okay.
So, any idea what might come next? Any clues that you guys picked up? We haven't really heard much. So,
To be quite honest, we were coming to you for the same reason.
Yeah.
great, cool, wonderful. I wish I could give you more. Neve was just filling me in though on someone who just popped up back on our radar. That might be something.
Do tell, please.
Neve sort of looks at all of you and goes, "Yes, well, my father has reappeared back in the material realm. He may know something here or there and be able to guide you on your way."
Okay.
Neve's father.
Taps whoever's standing closest. That's part of her friends on the shoulder, and asks who his father is in a whisper because she.
Would I know that?
Only Marleman knows that.
Oh, okay.
I do?
Yeah. This is your astral dad.
Oh,
And she
right.
told you.
Right.
Then I tapped Marleman on the shoulder and made him bend down so I could whisper in his ear.
Subtle. Whose stealth check would that be?
It's like the pull on the skirt. Like,
Hey.
Okay, so now we know.
listen, it's a long story, but he's basically a spaceman who knows how to control water and all sorts of things. I'm a typhoon. Things happen. I don't know.
Yes, the living typhoon has reappeared in the material plane off to the eastern sea.
I would very much like to meet that, Dad.
I assumed you would.
Sorry, that's a really good quote from
Yep.
A Bad Thing.
I can't promise that he'll have any more answers than he usually does, but you know Mac, he comes and goes as he likes to.
Yeah, he tends to do that.
But if you're looking for information or some knowledge, he might be able to, fill you in. Phaedra kind of pipes up from the background and goes, question.
The Daily Bugle, I've got a question.
I just love how fucking Hermione-y his Heather/Phaedra impression is.
Really good.
Is it incorrect?
Not even a little bit.
Question. Is it possible that he might go by the Sea Sage by people in the real world? And Eve kind of looks at her and goes, yes. It's one of the names that people have given him. And she goes, cool, awesome, thanks.
The Sea Sage.
Yes, the Sea Sage. Due to Mananan's relative connection to water, he tends to appear around there, and he likes to dress himself up as a crazy man and give prophecies.
Is he the Loch Ness Monster?
Occasionally.
That's rad. Am I the only one to think that?
You got a rad dad, dude.
Pretty cool.
I hope this doesn't turn out that like he's a weirdo with a van. Like,
I mean, he could be a weirdo. Van, not sure.
I will tell you one day the story. I will tell you one day,
Just
fellow touched by the typhoon, of how I came to be. Yes, we don't have a good name. Children of the Typhoon doesn't really make sense.
I like that though. That's
Well, you were born by mortal parents, and he's my dad. It's true for me. It's just kind of true for you.
Are they like half brothers?
yeah.
It's so in a manner. It's
Were you
Mananan's a mess.
asexual reproduction?
He went the full Zeus. He turned into a manatee and had sex with my dad.
That
And you're
raises further questions, really, about how a lot of things work. But I'm just going to let them all go.
It actually explains things for me, so I'm good.
Have you ever done that 23andMe thing? Because I could really use their advice.
Anyway, if you want to go talk to Mac, and he might be able to point you in the right direction, he's hanging off the eastern sea in the material plane.
We're okay. Thank you very much. Peace.
Yes. Titania kind of looks at all of you and goes, cool, plan, talking to the typhoon, always good. So, thanks for bringing back the first person. Our scholars are attempting to work out who in the prophecy she might be. We're working on that. Might be able to guide us a little bit better.
By process of elimination, once we get enough of them, you'll just be able to slot them all in a lineup.
I mean, that's kind of our assumption too.
Let's do it.
We'll see what happens. I can send you all back to Lathander if that makes sense for you,
And that's
hopefully
easterly. We could probably go find a boat from there.
see, on the eastern coast.
There's
I'm
a
sure you
harbor.
can,
There's a
sure you
harbor.
can charter a ship from there.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, wonderful! I will send you all back to the material plane.
Bye.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Perrin kind of speaks up from behind your group and goes, send me too. I don't want to stay here.
Oh, I forgot Perrin was here.
Yes.
Yep.
Can I talk to him before we go?
Sure. If you have any more business in the Feywild, you can take care of it, and then I'll send you back.
Sounds good.
Just two.
Actually,
What?
Nothing.
yeah, no.
Sigh, you bow and kind of look at the queen.
I need to find Oberon before I leave.
Yes. My wonderful consort is out. Well, he's probably training with the guard. You can find him to the west. You know where the way to go.
Absolutely.
I'm going to follow.
Guys. Sure. Okay.
I don't have anything else to do. Why not?
So that'll be good.
All right. So you two head off west towards the Queen's training ground. Nix, you look at Perrin.
Okay. So I would want to be vaguely discreet. I don't know. I feel like most people know, I guess, at this point that he and Tiandra are probably related. So I guess it's not really a secret. But
Yep.
So I guess Nix, just kind of like goes up to him and is like, "Hey, I just wanted to check in with you about that young girl that's here now, Tiandra."
He immediately looks very uncomfortable.
I feel awesome too.
I stand behind both of them and put my arms around their shoulders and just say, "Well, I'm listening."
Not helping, buddy. Not helping.
You would also be very lopsided.
Yes. It's like Perrin's a little bit shorter than you.
It's like
and-
arm on shoulder, hand on like
Yeah.
Hand on head.
Hand
like
on
hair.
She just had a lot of questions about you, and you seemed very interested in her, and she is here. I thought it might be a good opportunity for the two of you to talk. You wouldn't necessarily come back to Lathander with us right away.
I'm not sure that's the best idea, but I do appreciate it.
Come on, buddy, what's the matter?
She doesn't know I exist.
I don't know.
Well, you exist now.
So when I talked to her, she was young when you guys, I assume, got separated. But she has these memories that she just doesn't have answers to. She's confused. She's in a new place. I think it would be nice for her and probably for you if you guys could touch base and kind of fill in the holes in each other's memories. And...
When our mom got sick, I left very quickly. I wasn't really welcome in Lathander anyway, but a few winks and nods here and there, and I can get in and out of places kind of well. So I headed out. I headed north. I found Vondra. I joined the Rangers and never really looked back. She was young when it all happened, and I was promised on my way out of the city. I'm not going to say how friendly my exit was, but it was quick. That she would be taken care of. I made it north. I let Vondra know that what had happened, and she already did. She attempted to go back to look after Tiandra, but she wasn't allowed to. And with my expulsion from Lathander, I couldn't go either. She doesn't know I exist, and if she does, then she might blame me for not coming back.
She didn't seem angry. She seemed like she wanted to know her family.
I mean, I guess I can give.
It wasn't vengeful, my friend.
No.
I mean, I guess I can give it a shot. I'm not very good at the whole, not being a dick thing. So
I've noticed, but if you want, I can hang around for a bit if you're more comfortable. If there was like another person there.
Would you feel better if I were there,
Yeah,
my friend?
Marleman's comforting to you. I
We
think
won't have to be. We won't be drunk. Things won't go bad.
it might be easier if I was drunk. No,
it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
Don't.
Listen, let me tell you all about that. No.
no. I'll say something.
okay. I'll take it. Try and make it nice. And I can show you the way, at least, to where she's staying, if you don't know.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it.
Okay.
All right. And you guys begin to lead him back towards Kent's shop. Meanwhile, you two. Sai, you know this way very easily. You walk this path all the time when you have to come and speak to Oberon, because this is where Oberon spends most of his time, because this is what he does. Yes. And you very quickly make it to the Tentar training ground. They're all practicing in various forms of mixed combat if you have long spears out and are practicing against each other in mock combat. Some have their bows drawn or firing at different distant targets. Trev, you recognize the smaller, more chestnut-colored young Tentar who was much friendlier on your first opening. You see him kind of a distance away, kind of gives you a really furtful nod, and then kind of shifts away. And in the center of all this is Oberon, bow drawn, attempting to hit what looks like an illusory blue rabbit that is sort of bounding around in various different configurations as he is trying to beat a shot and hit it.
So just as he's about to fire, I want to come in and say, Oberon!
Shoot! The shot goes north and the rabbit dissipates.
Jump scare.
He looks at you very sharply.
I think you missed us.
I'm laughing at this for sure.
Better have a good reason.
I do. Your
I do.
commission is ready.
Wonderful. Let me take a look.
So I bag and I've carved the name of it and I show that to him. It's Thunderstrike written in Sylvan.
Okay.
I just say, ooh.
Takes a look at it. Kind of heavies it up. Lightning energy.
Yeah.
Not the usual.
It's built for use by probably a centaur. Although your hands could be really easily.
It's good work. It's fine craftsmanship, what I'm used to. Though I've seen you do better.
I have. But those are, in the Fae.
Naturally. Well done, Sai.
So is this like your job? This is cool.
This is exactly my job. I make weapons for him.
Oh, nice.
He whistles for the head of the guard, who wanders over. Oberon hands it over. Ryuk kind of takes the spear and goes, "Thank you, Lord Sai. I promise to put this to good work."
See that you do. I trust he'll kill many bad guys with it.
The unseelie shall fall.
I take a half step backwards.
Okay. You subconsciously move away. So Oberon kind of looks at you and goes, "Appreciated. I'd put your efforts now into a new pair of armaments for my legs. These old leathers are starting to get a little worn. Something fast, something mobile, something flexible. I'm sure you'll come up with something. You're clever."
What's your feeling on tassels? You into those?
He's a very plainly adorned. For all of the Sealy court, he is the most plainly adored and muddy kind of earthy.
Oh, I
colors.
noticed. That's why I'm asking.
kind of looks at you and goes, "No."
All right. I mean, maybe you could give it a shot. I might be able to pull it off.
No.
All right.
Earth tones, bro. Earth tones.
Parliament's not there, but he likes this guy.
You see the bow just slightly start to raise before he kind of.
Man, I'm just playing.
Well, if your business is done, I'll see you on your next journey.
Absolutely.
Keep up the good work. I'll speak to you soon.
Thanks, boss man.
All right, let's get you the hell out of here before someone kills you.
You guys, the other group, makes their way over to Kent's shop. He is now kind of sitting on the porch, kind of rubbing his old, kind of knobbly gnome knees. So he looks up at all of you as you approach. Ah, gnome girl. You brought more friends.
Hi, Kent.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Is Tiandra in?
Yes, she's manning the counter for me.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Do you mind if we just talk to her for a minute?
Yes.
Yes, you mind, or yes, we can?
What did you ask again?
Cool. I'm gonna go talk to Tiandra. It was really good to catch up with you.
I will see you soon.
Okay.
All right. Perrin just sort of looks at all of this and is like, I'm not going to touch any of this. And you lead them into the shop. Sure enough, Tiandra has her back to the door, kind of tidying up some of the shelves, taking care of some of the clutter, getting things slightly more organized.
Okay. I'm going to say that I approach her.
Okay. I mean, you're still you, so you have to say how much noise you're making.
Yeah. A little noise. I don't care if she's got her back to me.
You kind of like light footstep, like put more effort into it to make a bit of a noise as you go. So it turns, yes, what can I fix?
Hey, Tiandra.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I just wanted to talk to you before we leave again to go back to Lathander for a little while and then on to our next thing. I have some friends here with me. One of them is the guy that you were asking questions about, Perrin.
She kind of looks, and at this point, Marleman, you had been walking next to Perrin, kind of behind Nyx. Yeah. And you noticed there was a Perrin-shaped dust cloud. And
Perrin!
Is he really not there?
He's kind of, you catch him out of the corner of your eye. You know, he's stealthy, but he's not that stealthy. Kind of leaning against the side of the house outside next to the door, just like trying to keep his composure.
I definitely sent him a message.
Okay.
And it's just like, you can do this, man.
Working on it.
I know.
Tiandra kind of looks at you and goes,
He's here. Just, it's a little hard for him. Just give him a second. He's here. Just 2 seconds.
I go out there and I grab him.
Okay, as you walk out there, Marleman, you notice that Kent on the front of the staircase has gone completely locked still and is staring at something. You kind of follow his gaze with your eyes, and you see this large orange and black bear kind of padding its way towards the establishment.
How large are we talking? Like bigger than a normal bear? Bigger than your average bear?
Bigger than you're used to seeing this bear, but slightly bigger than the average bear.
Does he have a picnic basket?
No. As
Perrin, a little bear friend.
As you see all of the stress and the tension kind of loosen from Perrin as he looks at this bear and kind of sighs really deeply as you kind of see the shape of the bear kind of sniff a bit, look at him, still a good distance away, maybe 10 feet away, and then dissolve into green sparks that rush past Kent and you and kind of strike into Perrin.
Yep.
You hear him kind of sigh deeply as he goes, Oh, this is better. This is better. Nice to have you back, boy. And he kind of itches his shoulder as you see the form of Forte's head kind of come over him in the shawl that you or the shroud that you recognize around his shoulders. At this point, he kind of looks at you and goes, "Okay, let's do this." And he turns the corner and goes, "Hi." Tiandra kind of looks at him and goes, Hi?
Tiandra, this is Perrin. Perrin, this is Tiandra.
Perrin Sutter. Nice to meet you, Tiandra. What happened? Do you want to see my bear? And Tiandra goes,
You do, Tiandra.
Yeah, Tiandra, you do.
At this point, you see the Guardian Shroud kind of come off Perrin and coalesce onto the ground into the blue and white spiritual form of Forte as it kind of makes his bear form and kind of looks at Tiandra, kind of cocks his head a bit, wanders over there. Tiandra's like, spirit, weird blue bear, as Forte kind of walks up to you, nicks first, and sort of sniffs your head a bit, gives you a big lick on the side of the head.
Nice.
Pip in your hood is just kind of like, oh, not this again. Oh, God. Oh, no. Forte kind of heads around the counter and looks at Tiandra, who is stock still, just sort of sits like a patient puppy. And she kind of reaches out a hand, super, super scared, and kind of scratches him by the ears and goes,
Fair.
licks her up the face.
Says the word bear aloud.
Yeah, just he licks her up the face. Perrin laughs. Tiandra's like, okay, that didn't feel. Why do you have a bear? Like, oh, it's my spirit. So I have like this weird connection here. So he's my connection. This is Forte, Tiandra, Forte. Forte kind of goes, okay. Nice to meet you both. Perrin's like, yeah. Nix, what do I do?
You should probably tell her you're her brother.
So Tiandra, she's like, I have some news for you that you might find interesting. Like, okay. Vondra is your grandmother. I know that for a fact. She's like, yeah, kind of figured that. I called her granny as a joke, and then she kind of took that to heart. So, sort of, yeah. Funny how those things work out. You know, these people just sort of pop. I'm your brother. Well, half brother. We share it. And she kind of goes, oh, okay. I'm gonna. I'll be right back.
Okay.
She kind of makes her way out of the room. Forte kind of looks at Perrin and he's like, go with her. Follow her. There's like, all right. Kind of plods his way after Tiandra. Perrin sort of looks at you, Dixon, and goes, I think I can handle this from here.
I think so.
I'm really proud of you, dude.
Me too. And I give him a big old pat on the back. Like enough that he gets shifted forward just a little bit. You know, when it's just a little too much, it's like, I got
like,
it. Right.
Not fair. Oh shit!
You take 1 point of damage.
No. As you hear like these tiny footsteps come back, and you hear this very light as a crossbow bolt kind of embeds itself in Perrin's shoulder. He goes,
What?
You guys look at the door, and Tiandra's kind of standing there with a mini crossbow in her hand, just like,
Okay. So Nyx runs over to Tiandra and takes that from her. Oh.
Not an issue. She's barely holding it at this point. As Perrin just sort of looks at the bolt in the shoulder and goes,
Oh, boy. This is not what I thought was going to happen.
And Nyx goes, what the fuck, Tiandra?
I didn't know he was real. I thought he was dead. Mom talked about it like he was dead.
You know, the spirit bear could be a little misleading. I understand.
Not to mention, we actually did think he was dead for a long time.
Yeah,
Can we talk about the fact that she shot me?
Okay, ultimately fair, but like, Tiandra, you could have just asked.
I was... Matt.
You're fine.
It's
She kinda
okay.
sits down at the ground
It's just a
as-
flesh wound, and I grab it out of his shoulder and I pull it out.
Ah! Jeez, fuck! Damn it! I just had a... You shot me! She kind of looks at him and goes, I shot you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Good
okay.
shot.
It was a lot all at once, and it's okay.
It was a good Ow!
Shoot him before too. It's cool. I get it.
Yeah, you could learn a thing or two from her.
Yeah,
Shoot a
I'm
shot.
good with the bow. I'm not good with the crossbow. You're good with the crossbow. You're just... Mom would be proud.
Hey,
Ow.
sit a second. Sit a second. Let's take some deep breaths. You sound a little bit like you're going to pass out.
I just got shot!
Oh, not you. I was talking to Tiandra.
Tiandra is just like shell-shocked, kind of like glassy eye on the ground, just like,
Yeah, so I was talking to Tiandra. I'm going to sit her, and then I can healing word Perrin now if he needs
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
It's 1d4 plus your spellcasting mod. She sort of looks at you kind of side-eyed next and goes, I shot my brother.
What?
I shot my brother.
You did. You did. That happened.
His parent kind of pipes up as the wound kind of like, it was only 2 points of damage. So
Okay, let's assume. Yeah.
as it sort of closes up, he goes, half brother. Your dad is an asshole, and my dad's an asshole. So, mom could really choose him. That's not what you say in these situations, is it? Tiandra kind of looks at him and goes, talk? He goes, are you going to shoot me again? He goes, no. This time? Unless you piss me off.
Really true.
I cast Mage Hand and I grab it out of her hand.
Nyx has it, so you grab it out of Nyx.
Oh, Nyx has it? I'm sorry, I didn't realize you grabbed it.
Yeah.
And then I put it back into Phaedra's pocket.
A distance away if Phaedra's pocket's doesn't even notice. She sort of looks at Perrin and goes, not unless you piss me off again. Goes, why did I piss you off? All right.
Listen, Tiandra, he's prone to doing that.
He's not the first person to shoot him out of frustration.
He's got a good heart. Just let it be.
You're really not. I'll leave the Baron between us. It'll be fine. And Forte kind of like, at this point, wanders back in. He's got an apple in his mouth that he has stolen out of somewhere. And just goes,
Not a picnic basket?
not a picnic basket, just an apple, which he's like kind of numbing on, but because he
stole from a picnic basket?
He is a corporeal spirit bear, but he's still a spirit bear, so it doesn't go anywhere.
Is this
sort of
like the glob from Futurama where it just like it ends up inside of him, and then whenever he gets like hit with something, he just like congeals and just is it's missing that thing.
Yeah,
cool.
As he sort of looks at Tiandra again, she goes, "Okay, let's have a conversation, and then we'll figure it out from there." And Perrin goes, "That's fine. Okay, cool." And he sort of sits.
And I just want Nyx to kind of like whisper in his ear. She's doing a lot of whispering today. And just be like, "Do not run."
I think she'll shoot me if I do.
I'll shoot you if you do.
Yeah, damn straight.
Okay, I'm not gonna run. And he sits on the floor of the shop. At this point, you both hear behind you like these really like heavy kind of crickety footsteps as Kent sort of comes in and goes, "Is there a bear in my shop?"
Yes.
Please fuck with him.
Cool.
"There was a bear outside and now it's gone. Did it get inside?"
Oh, it's around here somewhere. I'm sure.
Is the bear still there?
The bear is like floating,
kind of
right?
obscured by the counter a bit. Can't really see him. Also, can't really see.
Yeah, that's
I cast minor illusion.
There you go.
Okay.
This is a bard spell.
Yes, it is.
I guess you roll. Yeah, like.
What are you making a minor illusion of?
I'm making a I'm making a little it's like a little baby bear.
Okay.
Like a little fake looking glowing bear.
Uh-huh.
And he's wandering around and he's got what looks like is a necktie and like a blue hat.
Okay. Well, with a -2 to perception, or insight in this case, I suppose, that would be a 6. So he kind of goes, "Oh, that's the bear. Did you dress the bear up? Well, I'm gonna go back to have fun in the shop, little bear."
Thank you, Kent.
He sort of kind of hobbles his way back outside and sits back down.
Oh my god, that's the best thing I've ever thought of.
Marlon and Nix, you guys kind of make your way out of Kent's shop, past everyone, leaving the two siblings to have a conversation.
I lean into Nix right before we walk out, and I give her like this quick like side look, and I'm like, that like glowing animal thing only works like once. I tried it with a dolphin once; it didn't work.
Oh.
Okay. That's not that special. I'm just saying.
So you possibly had a spirit dolphin?
No, what I'm saying is you can make. Listen, don't overcomplicate things. It just happened once where I made a dolphin for a young individual that was sad. I was hoping it would work, and it didn't. So.
Oh, the little bear. Let's not discuss the dolphin, Marlon.
No, does any? Am I forgetting a thing?
No, that's exactly what you did. You minor illusion to dolphin into that girl's hands. Said it would last for an hour, so take have fun with it. She ran away from you to go play with the tiny dolphin that you made, and then was very mad at you when it was gone.
Speaking of, that minor illusion lasts for a minute.
Oh,
that whole thing doesn't last for a minute, so I'm sending it into the room where they're having the conversation.
I mean, it's still in there. It's still like kind of hanging around.
It's wandering around.
As you guys are leaving, you hear Forte kind of. There we go. It's a fake fucking bear, Forte. It's got a hat and a boat. God damn
it! And it's setting up a picnic.
It's balancing on a ball.
Balancing a checkbook. It's doing so many things.
One day it will be on the cover of a cable television channel.
Yeah. You guys reconvene back at the court after doing your quick little errands. Armo, is there any other errand you want to take care of while you're here, or just kind of hanging out, talking to the tree?
Chilling. Going in the woods.
Okay.
Anything though.
And as you guys kind of reconvene back there, Titania kind of looks at all of you and goes, "All right, so back to Lathander, right?"
Yep.
Indeed.
Wonderful. So, I'm going to do something that I can't really do often, so don't make a habit of it.
That'd be good.
I'm going to move you from here directly to there without the whole headaches and the time displacement thing. So just show back up.
Okay.
You know how you do this?
I'm me. I'm awesome. I can just kind of do things sometimes, but I can only do it occasionally.
Okay.
Make it so.
Sounds shady, but okay.
All right. Everyone good? Everyone good?
This is going to be our dimension, right? Like this is going to be our world.
See you guys later. She kind of claps her hands together and you all feel this weird tug through the backs of your heels up to the tips of your ears, up to the tip of your scalp as you feel compressed and tingly and like forced into this weird shape in this weird box, and like nothing feels good. This feels wrong, and suddenly you find your feet at the base of the Red Tower in the High District of Lathander. You feel a little queasy, But all of you have your memories. None of you have lost your memories this time around, and have arrived safely back, it appears, in the material plane.
Cool.
Or
Hmm.
oh, Heather's here.
Hey, Heather's here.
Hey, Heather.
What did I miss?
We were just wrapped up in the Feywild and popped back into Lothander. Sai dropped off a spear
Yep.
to Oberyn. And
Oberon needs new pants.
He does.
Norman and I took Perrin to meet Tiandra and left him with Tiandra for now.
Mm-hmm.
You also, you yourself, Phaedra,
Mm-hmm.
put together a quick deduction that the sea sage that Vondra had told you about might have something to do with Mac, and asked such, and was told yes, and that he has reappeared on the material plane out in the Eastern Sea, and that might be a direction to head to.
Oh, right.
Okay.
That also happened.
Good to know.
You know, the storyline things.
Mhm.
And you have all reappeared back at the base of the Red Keep, or Red Tower.
Okie dokie.
Let's go there.
Oh, well, we should find Vondra, probably. She can probably help us.
And probably update her on the status of a few things that are probably important to her.
Yep.
Right.
Fine.
You all make your way out of the Red Tower courtyard, down the main boulevard, back to the central fountain, and off to the docks. It's a bit of a long journey. It's a couple miles within the city, so it takes maybe about an hour, hour and a half. And once you arrive, you see the grand ship that's been used as a headquarters by the Protectorate since the crisis was over. You see some busyness on the ship, some busyness on the docks. It's very early morning here in Lathander. But you can hear people barking orders, unloading things from ships of all various different merchant classes and sizes. You see small schooners, you see larger traveling vessels. And as you make your way onto the grand ship, you can actually see Vondra kind of pacing up on the upper deck, looking a little bit worried. But
All right. I guess we'll head over and see how she's doing.
okay, make her way over to her. She doesn't really stop her kind of worried pacing.
Is everything okay, Vondra?
Oh, you've returned.
Yes.
Wonderful. It's only been a day or two. I was surprised.
That's not bad. Okay.
Same with us.
Yes, everything is, well, we were supposed to receive a shipment, goods here to the city, and it vanished.
What?
Oh, it's vanished. The ship vanished.
I'm sorry, the ship vanished?
The ship vanished. We had trackers on it when it was up nearby the northern coast. As it came further southern down, it said it hit some kind of storm, and we lost track of it.
Where's the black box?
I wish there was one, but the
In
only
the
black
statue
box,
park.
the only black box that was on that ship was full of vegetables.
That's very specific.
You know, black kind of keeps things cool when it's down below. It doesn't pick up much heat. Kind of works out. Anyway, so it's not the first time that's happened recently.
Huh.
Yes. If you all,
How are you guys? Is it like, whose ship is it?
well, they're merchants moving back into the city. People, refugees who had set up shop in on the northern coast. Merchants from the merchant tribe. Just goods being shipped down to help in the repairs.
Okay. But you don't have any idea where it went? I don't.
None of the crews have returned. They just seem to be vanishing into thin air.
No survivors?
I wouldn't say no survivors. It's just I haven't met any.
Okay.
Well,
Is there anything that all these vessels had in common other than
They were moving small goods into the city, food, supplies. No real large, what are they called? Fineries. No treasures, no gold, none of that. Just mostly materials.
Were
So-
their crews armed?
No.
They could fall into anything.
Well, with them being simple supply ships, we're kind of discrediting some sort of weird activity. But, I mean, what's someone going to do with boxes and boxes of, vegetables and cabbages and things like that?
Feed themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Take defeat an army.
Can I do like a bluff check?
Sure. I mean, it's just deception, but what are you going to say?
Do you really believe that those ships only had small goods?
Oh, so you're doing an insight check.
Yeah, I guess.
You're seeing if she's lying.
Yes.
Okay, yes, that is insight. Roll an insight check.
I'm gonna roll digital today.
Okay.
So that's a 20. I think my insight's like a 7. 7.
You agree.
I rolled a total of a 14, so I didn't roll very well.
She doesn't seem to be lying. Doesn't seem to have a reason to lie. Just
Okay.
seems very honest about this.
Have you ever heard of pirates?
Well, yes, of course. Piracy's never really been an issue over here. The storms are too big. The rocks are too sharp. They mostly hang around the southern part of the continent and off to the west.
Who's to say that those ships are being taken there?
Well, I doubt that our supply ships from the north are sailing all the way around the continent to the west. But it's possible, I suppose. It's an idea.
I'm just thinking.
Vonter kind of looks at you, Fader, and goes, or it gives you a look that says, "Is he your ideas guy? Because if so, he's just guy."
I just kind of just let him have his fun. Let him think he's the one in charge.
I hear that aloud, and then I press to digitate myself a Sherlock pipe and hat.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there just pondering with nothing here. And
yes, we've had no reported real pirate activity. No signs of known pirates up and down the coast.
I look at Trev and I say, Watson?
Man, I don't know. I haven't met, I heard you guys told me a story about pirates, when I showed up, but
Well, they're saying it's not pirates.
yeah, but still,
Not pirates. Do you know of any sort of
fucking
disappearing magic?
I was more of I'm not really a boat expert, let's say.
Neither am I.
Do you guys know, speaking of pirates, even if it wasn't them, you guys do know, you met a boat person. You met a captain, didn't you? You got anybody know how to get in touch with her? Maybe she can help us find some boats. She's got boats, right?
She's got boats.
I would think she has boats.
And even if not, can come back to this, but we could also go find your dad. That might work.
So you say they're no longer on the material plane, correct?
Say again?
They're the boats. They've just disappeared, right? They're no longer. The trackers are gone. You can't find any.
By trackers, we have watchtowers on the shores looking at ships as they go back and forth, and they haven't appeared on any.
So you've scried for them, right?
Yes, of course.
And
They turn up nothing.
It doesn't always mean that they've disappeared from Earth.
right.
If they're in an area with no magic or or anti-magic or someone who's very, very good at keeping you from scrying.
You scry on the people or on the boats themselves?
Both. We've scried on the captains who are all in our registry, and we've also scried on the merchant vessels themselves.
Too bad you can't scry on the vegetables.
How far are we from the shore?
I mean, you're in a harbor.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should ask if some of the people here can let us charter and go exploring and see if we can find some of these ships.
Yes.
We're
I know
already
you mentioned
shopping
before,
anyway.
Phaedra, that you're all after information. I was hoping that if you're going after the Sea Sage, you might have some time to look into my disappearing supplies. I should say, it's not all of them. It's only been 3 or 4 ships. The rest have made it in just fine.
Yeah, that's if you want something to not be noticeable, you only hit a couple.
True.
But yeah, maybe we'll try to keep an eye out for that too.
Thank you. Unfortunately, I'm not sure who you'd be able to charter at the moment, but I'm sure you can ask around on the docks and find someone.
We can always ask Balthazar if need be.
True. He has contacts everywhere. Although I think he left.
Hmm?
Well, yes, he's Balthazar comes and goes. He is a weird force. A force of nature, that one. What's so funny?
You dink dink dink. I'm prestidigitating a nail on hitting a nail on the head.
If I could roll my eyes any
It's weird.
Anyway, I'm sure you can find someone to help charter. I'm going to handle a little bit more business. If you need anything, come and look. By the way, while you were all away on your wherever you go, how is she?
She's actually doing well for the circumstances. Got a place to stay. She's, safe. She's comfortable. We also brought Perrin to see her.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And how did that go? Please tell me he didn't. Please tell me he didn't.
He didn't.
Do what Perrin does, and
I mean,
Not too bad.
Only one person got shot.
Let's just say they're related.
Yeah, she only shot him once.
That's actually impressive.
Yeah, and they were sitting down to talk, and it was good. They were both nervous, but it was good.
I'm glad. I hope they find some level of peace.
Me too.
Lord knows that godforsaken grandson of mine deserves it. Well, if there's anything else I can help you with, please come and find me. If not, I'll be here.
Mm-hmm. Right, I guess we'll go and try and see if there's any people on the ship.
Let's
on
go to the
harbor.
port.
Yeah.
All right, you guys.
I'm gonna go walk on the beach.
Harbor right
Do
now.
we want to split up and try and see if we can find somebody who would take us, or do we want to just go one at a time?
Are there currently boats in the harbor?
Yeah, there's about 9 boats in the harbor.
Okay.
Not including the grand ship, of course.
I don't know. I guess we can just go up to whatever the closest one is to us and see if we can find it.
I'm gonna do a quick perception check, I guess, to see.
All right, persuade the world around you to show you what you want.
That's right. That's exactly right. See,
All right, roll a perception check.
now you're D&Ding. You see?
Roll a perception check.
I rolled. Ooh, one that doesn't have a value gives me null. I rolled a 16 plus 3. No.
Knowing vessels as you do and growing up in a seafaring town and being a sailor yourself.
I'm a boatman.
Yeah, you're a boatman. You know the kind of vessels to look for. Kind of smaller. You don't want the big boats because the big boats tend to be following a route and don't really want to move. But smaller boats you can usually hire out and do that sort of thing. There's only 2 or 3 that really fit that description. There's one white-sailed schooner that looks like it could hold maybe you guys and a captain. It doesn't look like it's built for long voyages or a lot of action, but it certainly looks seaworthy. There's a slightly larger boat. Looks like it could be used for moving small things like livestock and small loads to and from, and probably could also operate as a tugboat. And on the very far end, there is a boat with powder blue sails, a symbol you vaguely recognize within them that looks to be manned by a crew of about 10, could probably operate as both a cargo ship and as a people mover if it needed to.
That's the class of ship, right? People mover.
Yeah, people mover. I don't know ships. I don't know boat names that
You
well.
got schooner, right? That's as far as I can go.
Well, I know what a schooner is. It's a small little thing.
It's a sailboat.
Yeah, schooner is basically a sailboat.
Very.
Yeah.
What's the pattern on the sails?
It's this. It's a white symbol embedded in the powder blue sail of this long crashing wave, with some nice detail work, but fairly simple.
Cool. I vote that one.
I'm going to leave it to the group because I don't really have much sailing experience. So.
Yeah,
that one definitely looks like the most capable, correct? Like, for me, I would think the two are that one because it's got the most crew available, ready to man a problem. It seems like it could man a problem. The second one is the second one that might be able to hold livestock because we might bring something back. I don't know.
All right, sure.
I vote that cool one.
Let's go with the boatsman.
You're the boat boss.
Okay, we're heading over there.
Okay. You kind of lead the group over far down the harbor. It's the very last ship in the harbor. And you could see that some of the crew on the ship itself are handling some crates, some barrels, unloading onto the port itself and off to a warehouse. They're being overseen by a very well-dressed gentleman with a very thin mustache, a very thin goatee, very well-coiffed hair, a thin rapier at his side, exceedingly well-dressed. And you hear him kind of barking orders to people, just, yes, move that box that way. Move it there. Make it go.
the worst version of Jean-Luc Picard. In other words, make it go.
Yes, make it go. Make them gun. And you guys sort of like make your way through the crew as they're unloading stuff, and at the gangway as he kind of sees all of you coming, goes, "Yes, what can I help you with?"
We are looking.
Do you need to see papers? I have papers.
I'm sorry?
You need to see papers? I have papers.
No, I don't care about your papers.
And if he's offering, I want to see them papers.
I'm not a cop.
I cast prestidigitation and I make a badge appear in my hand, and I say, "Let me see your papers right now."
Perfectly fine. And he sort of pulls
to
out.
make the word narc show up behind him.
He pulls a set of sealed papers out of his pocket and offers them to you, Muddleman. What are you, Harbor Security? We've been waiting for you guys all day.
Waiting for me?
Yes,
Nobody waits for me. You wait for me.
I just said I was waiting for you all day.
Ignore him.
Anyway, is everything in order? We are bringing in 50 crates of produce and 10 crates of wine. We are bringing them to that warehouse, and he kind of points in a direction. That direction.
Keep the one.
Wait,
Where did you sail from?
We sailed from the wall.
you have produce?
Is that
Yes.
the direction that the other people came? That the ones who were jacked got?
It's in the north. You guys, you've never been there, but the rest of you guys have been to the wall at the edge.
All right.
Do they not have the wall?
You were there, Merleman.
I know, but I can't remember what the wall was.
It's just this very large
So the guard
stone
post thing.
Yeah, it's in between the civilized continent and the searing wastes.
Yeah.
And they were delivering produce from there.
Oh yeah.
That
I guess
doesn't
what I'm
sound
asking,
right.
like, is this the same route that the other boats that got fucked up would have taken, or like did they
Could
come
be.
from a different place?
Have you been hearing about the recent occasional disappearance of the merchant vessels?
I give Phaedra my badge.
Yeah, that.
He's the cop now.
Wouldn't she have? Never mind. Disappearing
I lost mine.
disappearing vessels. No, we've heard nothing about any disappearing vessels.
It's only a few ships here and there. We're just doing a routine check, make sure if you've heard anything, if you've noticed anything unusual. basically just seeing from what directions, what cities, we're trying to just, make sure there's, if it's a storm, that's one thing, but we want to make sure it's not like, attack.
No, on our way down, we hit no storms. We hit no real choppy water. It was really nice. We left the port at the wall with 3 ships. All 3 arrived where they needed to go, and it was hunky-dory, peachy clean.
I'm going to go ahead and insight again.
All right, roll an insight check.
I will as well.
Good call.
Roll it with, so to kind of slow down on the whole hey, I roll an insight. Okay, I do too. People are just going to have advantage on insight if other people do it as well.
Cool.
It's just
all right.
It's just to help on that. So Marlon, roll it with advantage.
The first roll was an 18.
That's
The second roll was a 20.
All right.
I rolled a 27.
Just give me 1 second. I got to find something.
Marleman, critical insight.
It's critically incited that man.
Superior insight.
This poor rendition of whatever.
Neglected intelligence.
Oh, where the fuck is this thing? God damn it! Give me a second. What the hell is this?
So this whole time that you were talking about how we were getting teleported or whatever, all I could think of was that scene from Galaxy Quest where they get covered in the goo and they get sucked up into the air into the spaceship. I'm sorry to ruin your narrative.
No, you're good. I'm literally just looking for something. You guys can talk amongst yourselves.
Gotta be upfront with y'all. Sai is definitely afraid of boats.
Yo,
is he actually going to tell us that?
No.
Oh,
no! Like, look, guys, I don't feel good about this. It's not gonna work. We should find another way to go.
Dude,
how else do you think we're going to travel in the ocean?
I can fly. Can anybody else?
For an hour.
I raise my hand. I can fly.
Nice.
Again, for a limited time, and then you land in the water.
That's not
You can
important.
also
I can
swim.
fly.
That was pretty dope.
Okay, our last flying plan did not go
Okay,
super great.
Sai, we've disagreed on a lot of things. I am actually I think I might disagree more than anything else that I've ever said to you with the categorization of that dragon bullshit being dope.
After us in the air, okay?
A lot of motherfuckers almost died.
Last thing I remember, we took off, and it was pretty cool. That's all I got.
Yeah, you don't remember the rest because you almost died like 3 times.
Yeah, you don't remember the rest because you were
Memories
dead
got
for half
near
of the
murdered
story.
out of you.
Sai, do you not know how to swim?
I swim. No.
I inside check. I inside check right now.
Hang on, Marlon. I am writing up your insight check.
Oh, you're sending it to me. Oh shit.
Yes.
Okay. And then also I'm inciting on his not knowing how to swim. And
Yeah.
I rolled a 7 plus a 7, so that's 14.
14. Do you want to tell him the truth, or do you want to roll a deception there?
I'll roll deception.
Oh fuck, you're gonna contest me here.
I have a very good deception too. So. Oh yeah. That's a 19.
So say whatever you want.
I can swim. Yeah, I can swim. It's just not my favorite thing to do.
I've never been on a boat, so I'm having fun at his expense, assuming I'll be fine with it. I have no idea.
I've never been on a boat either, or at least not like, a bigger one like this.
They're terrifying death traps.
You're a terrifying death trap.
Thank you.
You're a terrifying death.
I'm glad you took that as a compliment.
I mean,
I like to imagine that he's just a more cheerful Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho.
All
I
right.
have an idea.
So I have the answer. He's told me a thing.
Okay.
I look at Trev and I say, "Deputy."
Yes.
No, hey, deputy.
And I give him a look like, okay.
What's up, Chief?
I look at you and I look at Phaedra and I'm trying to do this as like charismatically, as action movie as possible. And it's me just looking directly at one of you and saying, "You open that crate over there. You open that crate over there. You. I'm gonna need you to like.
I'm gonna move over to a crate,
I'm gonna need you to
intimidating.
come over here with me." And I'm talking to the guy.
I'm gonna draw my sword and be like, "All right, what's going on here?"
No, there's no need for this. There's no need for that.
If you would just show some papers of your last couple travels, we just want to double check, make sure we're sure everything will work out fine. We have to do this. It's a process.
I'm looking at Trev again. Deputy, open that crate.
I'm gonna walk over and.
Can I just like say for like the ambiance that Nyx is incredibly uncomfortable with the lying?
Okay.
So I'm just gonna like move and like make as if to like use my big sword to pry open.
Make an intimidation check there, Marlon.
Oh fuck. Okay. All right.
It's just a charisma roll.
Can I be helping? Can I give him advantage? Because I'm like trying to be like
No, it's okay.
Bad cop.
This is the part where I fail, but I will fail in glory.
Okay.
Is it intimidation?
Intimidation. Just charisma check.
Yeah.
Not my strength
It's
suit.
just charisma. You're still good at it.
No, I'm not. That's a 17 plus 4.
Yeah, so 21. He goes, all right, I will retrieve the paperwork from the ship's cabin. Give me 1 second. Open whatever crates you want. There's nothing to be hidden here.
Excellent. Thank you.
Boys, and the rest of the crew kind of looks at him and he goes, show these people exactly what they want. Show them below decks. Show them around. Whatever they need. I need to gather my paperwork.
Thank you.
Where is he going? Where is he going?
Do we hear a splash in the distance?
No.
Followed by paddling.
He heads for the ship's cabin and closes the door behind him.
Okay,
As-
can you say
Next.
Yeah, I was gonna say Nyx is very uncomfortable with this, but more uncomfortable with his reaction. So
Nyx,
I was going to
you
say,
are-
Nyx, you know what to do.
Nyx, I lean down and I get on one knee and I look at Nyx and I say, "Listen, I know for a fact that he's lying."
okay.
About
one of the larger
A lot.
brother deck hands kind of makes his way over to you
getting
and goes,
into that cabin.
would you like to see the contents of this crate?
Yeah,
Yes,
can I pop open one of the
very much.
crates?
Certainly. He kind of hands you a crowbar.
Oh,
You
I've
haven't
got
heard anything about the recent series of ship disappearances, have you? I'm just trying to like distract the guy.
Yeah,
Just
I'm gonna follow the guy.
All right. Nyx, roll a stealth check. Trev, roll a strength check to open up the
Also,
crate.
hold on, wait. I have his papers, right? Like, I know
Yeah, you
his
still
name.
have his papers. Yeah.
papers.
What's his name?
I thought he said he was going to get his papers.
He
He's getting a
Phaedra-
specific thing I asked
Yeah.
for.
Phaedra asked for something specific. It says that his name is Francois.
Fucking yes. Wow. Is this like wait? Are they all spelled differently like Tony?
The first one is Francois. The second one is Frankoics.
Which one's got the umlaut? Come on.
There's no one with the umlaut. However, there is one that is just PH.
RANZWAH, and the A has a circle over it.
No, it is PHRANNNCOIS.
This is amazing.
And one of the ends has a circle over it.
Yeah, right there it is. Yep. Okay.
Yes, his name is Francois. It says that he is hailing from the ship, the Adagio.
Parts unknown.
Is originally hailing from the city of Nitet.
Hailing from the city of New Jersey.
No, Nitet, Nitet.
Weighing in at
Okay. Yep.
And
that's
that it should be a cargo of produce.
produce. What's in the crate?
What was
Also,
your strength check?
I just
18.
make sure everybody knows his name.
18.
Now. I just want to
Yeah.
make sure everybody knows his name. Is
Yeah.
Francois.
You pop the lid off the crate, and it looks like it's full of eggplants.
oh,
Empty it.
sweet.
Empty it.
Detect
Oh,
magic.
This is
I rolled a 24, Gary.
Okay, you are very easily able to slip away from the views of just about anybody around you, including your party, as you kind of duck behind a set of crates and sacks and the rigging itself, and make your way over to the the door to the captain's quarters.
I'm using detect magic to see if I can see if there's anything in this crate that's weird.
Nothing weird in the crate.
Eggplants?
Eggplants are pretty weird. Have you ever seen one? Gesundheit.
There's a new trend regarding those, so
Yes,
I don't really talk about them too much.
Yes, eggplants. They grow well in the burned soil in the north of the continent.
What
I would've
process do you
thought.
use to keep them from rotting? You know,
Speed.
Ah. No particular.
And as the narrator announced earlier,
just-
black crates absorb.
Yes, I know. Again, I'm being a distraction to give Nick's time.
We just
So I'm gonna. I assume there's no like windows or anything for me.
there are two large windows on the front of the cabin's quarters.
Okay, so I take a quick peek to see if he's like looking at the door at least.
He is not inside.
He's not.
Oh,
He's not there.
That was the door he walked in, right?
Oh yes, but he is not there.
Nick's opened that door.
Okay, door's not unlocked. Easily make your way inside.
Are you letting people know?
No.
No.
oh, fuck. Okay.
You
All right.
very quickly sneak inside.
And I like check for traps.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Phaedra.
like Phaedra and I are like Chris Tucker, Jackie Chan, screaming about bullshit in the middle of a casino in Las Vegas.
Let's like wander around the boat a little bit.
What's
It's a
the
nice
check
boat.
that I'm doing?
When they popped open the thing, I want to just like take a couple eggplants and like stick them in my pockets like real quick.
Do you know how big
roll
eggplants are?
a sleight of hand check with disadvantage.
Is that two eggplants in your pockets?
Be in the bath,
Or you just
Yeah, no,
extremely
roll
happy?
a sleight of hand check with disadvantage because this deckhand is staring at you.
Nah, he's staring at Phaedra. I'm like,
Who's
know,
in
yeah,
front of the box of eggplants?
No.
I'm going around
For the record, I did just say that we were causing a ruckus.
I know you're causing a ruckus. He's looking at you who's causing the ruckus, and he's with you.
I know, but
You're
I'm like
at the box of eggplants.
At this point, I'm not with the box. I'm like ranting. I'm walking around.
That's fine. He's standing next to
my
the stuff
God.
he's supposed to protect. Roll a damage sleight of hand check with disadvantage.
all right, fine. I rolled a nat 20
Oh,
and then a 3.
Yeah, you go to like just like did it, going did it, reach in, and he looks at you. The deckhand looks at you and goes, "The fuck do you think you're doing?"
I'm just gonna like
I'm
slowly.
gonna stop and turn around. Aramel, do you want eggplants?
No, it's okay. I guess I don't know.
Meanwhile, Nix, what'd you get on
how
your
much for two
investigation?
eggplants?
It's 14. I don't get a bonus on that, right? No.
No. You search around the room. You kind of do a quick check for traps. You check for anything you can find. You don't come up with anything. The room just seems to be empty.
Can I get into that room without getting like super yelled at?
Yeah.
You have to roll a stealth check.
Can
All right.
I go up to the guy who's
Mhm.
talking, and it's like, look, I'm sorry. It's their first week. They're learning, and I'm going to cast suggestion on him when I touch him.
Okay. What does that do?
First time using it.
Gives him really good stock advice.
My stealth was
I
only a
suggest a
15.
course of activity and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you.
So you have to roll a save?
They must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I don't know, man. This guy sounds
Cool.
like a brick shithouse.
He kind of looks at you and goes, "Right, it's their first day. They don't really know what they're doing. Roll with advantage, Trev."
Yay!
And I also, because I can go up to 2 suggestions for this, I'm also going to say he's going to be as truthful and helpful to us as possible.
I don't see a reason why I wouldn't be as truthful and helpful for you as possible. What'd you get there, Trev?
How about a 16?
A 16. Through the through the suggestion, he sees you kind of making your way across the boat towards the door and goes, "Hey, captains only. Not allowed in there."
There didn't seem to be any captains in there, and he went in there. What's up?
He seems to be taking an awfully long time getting those papers. He probably just went to get
I'm looking in the windows. The dude went in the door, and then he's not in there. What gives?
You probably went below deck.
Is there a way to get below deck from in there?
Certainly.
Is there a way? Is there any kind of weird secrets that we can know about? If I go down below deck, will I
Secret.
run into him?
I mean, there's certainly things you don't need to know about, but I don't think.
I actually think that Mr. Badge over there would tell you that there are nothing that we don't need to know about on this boat.
Honesty is the best policy, after all.
Who are you again?
I would like to draw my weapon
Okay.
and remind this guy that I don't have time for these people's bullshit.
All right, roll an intimidation check using strength as your modifier.
Oh no. Oh,
Oy.
no.
22.
A nat 20 on his
Nice.
response. As you kind of level, he's a big burly deckhand. He kind of levels the crowbar at you as well and goes, "Don't try any of that here. You're not in your territory, my friend."
When I do things with this sword, it's not trying.
Okay. Can Nyx be like checking the floorboards while this dumb is happening?
Sure, roll another investigation check. At this point, the rest of the deckhands who were on the deck are starting to float onto the boat up the two gangways. All of them very clearly just looking directly at you, Trev, leveling various things such as shovels and pieces of rope, grappling hooks. No real actual
I
weaponry.
am messaging Trev.
Stand up next to Trev and put my hand on my sword.
In total, about 12 hands make their way onto the boat.
I am messaging Trev.
Okay.
Don't do this.
I could take all of them.
Trust me, I know. Don't do this.
Take them.
Law would not do this, and we need to keep that up.
Yes. Remember, they're going to be helping us. There's no need.
They're not helping us right now.
And I'm trying to give him like a "don't you fucking fuck this up." Like I'm trying to lie.
It's not going well.
Nyx, what'd you get?
Ask them for passage like we originally intended.
Because they were super shady. They had produce when no one else was able to get through the sea.
Oh,
Yeah.
we could just gone with them.
Nyx, what'd you get on your investigation?
A 7.
A 7.
Yeah.
You still can't find any sort of secret entrance. But I also need you to roll a stealth check really quick.
Okay.
Or, no, I'm sorry, a perception check first.
Perception?
Yep.
Okay.
Meanwhile, while this is escalating, I definitely take a step forward and I look at the big burly man and I say, "Listen, we're conducting an investigation."
I could see that. Your friend drew his weapon on me.
Your captain
He's
said that he
tough.
you would take us below decks, you would show us everything we need to see.
And we
Why
haven't
are you
gotten that.
suddenly Mr. We don't need to see everything? Like, your captain told you to help us.
Because all we have is boxes of vegetables.
Then what do we not need to see, dude?
You don't need to see 80 boxes of vegetables. It's not worth your time.
I think that's up to us to decide. And in fact, I think you should bring us below deck now because clearly we're not getting anywhere.
That's fine. Follow me.
Thank
You have to
you
remember,
very much.
Phaedra, roll an insight check.
Okay.
Also, I rolled a 20, but not nat, but I rolled a 20.
Okay, you can hear footsteps beginning to come up towards you from below deck.
I rolled a natural.
Okay. You recall.
Plus 27.
Nice. You recall that you just suggested him to be as helpful and truthful as possible, and he can't lie right now.
So he was just being an asshole?
No! I was trying to save you time because all we have is 80 crates of vegetables.
Okay. Well,
Where's your captain?
Getting paperwork. At this
okay.
point, Nyx, you feel the carpet underneath you begin to lift a bit.
Oh shit!
I want to hide.
All right, roll a stealth check.
What did I do with my... Oh. All right. 30?
Okay, you are able to vanish. Like you're able to stand like a statue in the corner of this room.
You're doing like a Scooby-Doo thing where you're like pretending to be a statue and they walk right past you.
As Francois makes his way out of this trapdoor that you had previously not seen, with a leaflet of paperwork in his hands.
I catch the trapdoor, please, before he leaves.
Can you what?
I want to not let that trapdoor close all the way so that I can go in.
Recognize where it is.
You can mage hand it.
As he makes his way out of the front door of the captain's quarters, directly behind you, Trev, and goes, "All right, I found the paperwork. What the fuck is happening here?"
Interns.
Your deckhand wasn't being cooperative.
Morgan, did you play us all with that?
No, I did not play you all.
Okay, Nyx goes into the trapdoor.
Okay. I'll get to you in a second, Nick.
I'm gonna.
Nyx,
Let's just
Francois,
say I have a feeling that he, quote unquote, is just lying about everything.
All right. Well,
Desmond
excellent. You brought the papers.
he kind of looks at Desmond at the deckhand and goes, "Desmond, what was the problem?" He goes, "They wanted to see below deck. All we have is crates of vegetables. I don't know what the problem is. They asked me if we were hiding stuff. I said yes. They said, "Why? What is it below decks?" I said, "Crates of vegetables." They said, "Are there things we don't need to see?" I said, "Yes, because they don't need to see 80 crates of vegetables."
So you're hiding things insofar as if I put my hand behind my back, I'm hiding it from you.
Yes,
Sir,
Okay,
are you
this guy's just a
suggesting you have the
dipshit. I'm
object
fine.
permanence of a baby?
My apologies. I was trying to let them figure it out on their own, but clearly I need to step in here. Can I see the paperwork, please?
certainly. And he hands it
Thank you.
over. And it is paperwork that dictates stops or beginning in the city of Netet, a overland shipment to the city of Break, a overland shipment to the city of Nolans or the town of Nolans, a long voyage to the northern city of Tampor, which is a small village that you actually know about. It's on the edge of the Burning Plains and the wall itself up in the north of the continent. And no stops in between them and here.
Okay. Can I make an Arcana check on the paper to see if it's been tampered with?
Sure, roll an Arcana check. Nyx, you make your way down this trapdoor and find yourself in this records room. The walls are lined with bounds and bounds of books, different sizes and age. You see a small writing desk with a small candle on it, as well as a feather quill and inkwell.
Okay. I want to take a look at that desk.
Okay. The papers on the desk seem pretty mundane, pretty normal. They just look like receipts and transfers of money, transfers of goods, requests for goods, just that sort of thing.
Okay.
I got a 28, by the way.
Okay. Paper seems fine.
Okay.
You might own them. Yeah.
I'm getting a little worried that Nyx is taking a while, so I'm going to cast Sending.
Okay.
And she gets to respond back to me, which is the nice thing.
Once.
So,
Yes.
it's like, is there anything weird? Should we come below deck? Is there anything? What's going on? Like, kind of.
Okay. And I can respond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like an office almost. It's got a bunch of books of records. I can try and take a look at a couple of them real quick. But otherwise, it just seems like an office.
Okay.
But I am going to take a look at a couple books.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. The books are filled with different receipts and journey notices and places that the ship has been and deliveries that it has made. Roll an intelligence check. Just a raw intelligence check.
Meanwhile, I definitely want to try to bring things down.
Okay.
And I want to try to reinform that this is more of an investigation and that this is an oddity considering what we have been told regards to ships that travel that route. You know what I mean? I'm trying to rationalize the guy such that it's not like, listen, we're being cautious because not a lot of things have been coming, and I'm being frank here. This is Marleman, I guess. To be honest, nobody's really been coming from this path safely. We've heard reports of missing ships, and to be quite honest, I wanted to make sure that everything was in tip-top shape because I wanted to make sure that something bad didn't happen to those other ships. And
No, I completely understand.
Perhaps somebody might have been involved. That's all.
We know nothing. We sailed out of our port. We made our way here with our goods, and that is all. I don't understand why that leads to drawn weapons, but here we are, I suppose.
Listen, again, tensions are high. I'm trying not to...
Men, return to your duties. I believe everything is all right here, and you see the deck hands.
Exactly. Thank you, Mr. I'm sorry, can I call you Francois?
You can call me Francois.
Francois? Okay. So listen, Mr. Francois. We would like to... Are you making this travel again? Are you going to take that path again?
Yes.
We would like to charter your ship.
All right.
We want to basically get from point A to point B, let's say.
You'd be helping with the investigation, which would be, very beneficial.
Thank you. See, all obviously, right. This is my good cop to my bad cop, and I look at Trev.
Okay, so I rolled a 7. So
okay.
Oh no!
Instead, I'm gonna steal the book.
Okay.
Because I can find someone smarter to read it for me.
Okay. You stash the book away. In your reading, it all looked pretty legit. You didn't really notice anything weird about them at all.
Yeah.
And sort of hide the book away.
Okay.
You're going to make your way out of the...
I'm going to sneak on back up and kind of ingratiate with the group like I was there the whole time.
Okay. Roll one more stealth check, just to be sure.
God.
You rolled a 24 and a 30, so... Yeah.
And then Eggplant Man is like, wait a minute, you weren't there before.
It hit your stand, but I think it probably would have been okay, but I'm going to roll again. Okay. What's the math? 15 plus 8.
23.
26.
Yeah. You're able to make your way out and slip right in behind Armel like you'd been there forever. No one notices you at all. This Francois kind of looks at you, Marlon, and goes,
Stop.
How much are you willing to pay? And where do you want to go?
Can I... Who's the smartest one here? Who has the highest intelligence mod?
Me.
Definitely Heather.
I have a background in merchant. I grew up in a merchant town, so that helps.
Like an intelligence mod.
Not me.
Mine's a +2.
My intelligence is +2, but I've got random other things depending on the check.
So it's Sai, probably.
Probably Sai.
The smartest guy here.
So I'm gonna kind of like slide over to Sai and be like, before we like go out on the open sea with these guys and have no escape, can someone that's smarter than me please take a look at this book?
Sure,
as quickly as possible. I stole it. Don't let them see it.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Roll a sleight of hand to see how that transfer goes.
Okay.
Do you want us both to, or?
You also have to roll a sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Sai.
I mean, she could just inverse pickpocket him.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. She butterfingered it.
What's 15?
Okay. You very... It's not super stealthy, but it's like a quick, into Sai's pocket. And Francois doesn't seem to really react to it much. He sort of looks at Marlon and goes, how much are you willing to pay? And where do you want to go?
What's the name of the port we're trying to get to?
I have no idea.
I give him a general, basically giving
Do
him
we
a
not have a name of the
whatever it was that Bondra told us with like that general pathway, and then the pathway that we're planning to investigate along the way.
Ah, so you like to return up to Tapor?
Or are we trying?
I mean, we can certainly run that route one more time. It shouldn't really be a problem.
How long are you going to be here in Lathander? Or is this? Are you going to be here?
We ship off within the next, as soon as the shipment is complete. We should be done within the next hour, so we'll leave soon after that.
Cool. Good. We'll be back. We gotta think about it.
Yes.
Thank you for your cooperation.
How much would that be for you?
Yeah. How much would you charter for? How many vessels are 1, 2, 3?
How much per head? How about that?
Well, it's a 6-day sail, plus food, plus drink. So probably maybe 300 gold for the entire journey.
That can be arranged.
Yep.
All right. Then I hope to see you soon.
Wonderful. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just have to go grab our things and get some stuff prepared, and then we'll be back here.
Well, we'll be back here within the hour.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Can somebody stay here? Like, this is all right. We walk away. We're still on the pier, but we're not within earshot of Francois, Tony.
Correct.
And I say, like, listen, Nix.
I fucking thought so. Sorry.
Can you chill here and just make sure they don't bolt?
Okay. I don't have a way of getting in contact with you guys if they do. Sai, check your pocket. Can you just like read that real quick for me?
I'm sorry.
Right now they're going to sail in 10 minutes. So
Trev,
I have a small
Trev,
handful
boy,
of
what's
out
up?
of character things that I need to say.
Sure, what's
really
up?
Quick. First, Emily, just for what it's worth, anything that you have, like any of those like roguey skills that you have trained in, now that you're level 11, the lowest you can possibly get on a die is a 10.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. You're right.
You can't get lower than a 10, so basically like an 18 on any of those.
Okay, so
like sleight of hand, stealth, like all that stuff.
For is the passing off of the book to Sai, I think.
Yeah, sleight of hand you do have proficiency in.
Also, what's on the sale again?
A blue crashing wave.
You don't say. All right, I remembered something way too late. And
I mean, it's not helpful for you, Trev.
Yeah, Morgan.
Yep.
Can I tell him this because Marleman would know?
I said that he vaguely recognized it. He didn't place it. He doesn't place it.
I didn't remember it, and
Fair
I don't
enough.
think Marleman did either. So,
all right.
What's up, buddy?
Also,
I don't
because
know. Trev doesn't know.
Oh,
also because they didn't fly this sail or
Craig,
this
you want to send
symbol.
it to me?
They would still.
Craig,
Yes.
you want to send it to me?
You're not wrong.
Yourself.
Do you want to send it to me? Send it to me.
Because they introduced
Craig,
the
I
character
understand.
introduced herself.
I'm just saying there is a reason that he might not know.
Right. He might not remember.
This is a very
interaction.
different ship as well.
Yeah, it's just a matter of whether whether he remembers his interaction with the person.
Yeah.
Because she introduced herself as such.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, you know at this point, I'm sure, but
Kind of.
Here, we'll just
that's
get
what I
around this.
thought.
We'll get around this easily. Roll an intelligence check, Marlon.
Marleman. Oh, fuck. Okay, hold on.
Like we can
I'm
just.
sorry, guys. I created some of this way back when, so I remember things I shouldn't.
Mine's a +2, 13, 15 total.
That's probably not enough.
You very, very, very vaguely remember something about oceans and waves and something about your first interaction with pirates, but you've interacted with so many different sailing crews throughout your life with various different like watery names that they all sort of run together.
Do we still have that paperwork? Or do we
certainly.
give it back?
No, you have all of it. You passed yourselves off as dock inspectors.
I'm looking through the paperwork for names that I recognize.
Okay.
Can I also look at the thing that Sai's looking at? I want to see.
Side roll an insight check.
And then I guess, should I roll something in terms of the is it investigation, maybe?
Oh, no. Investigation roll, so I apologize.
Investigation?
Yeah.
Not much better. Yeah, 7.
Oh God, why are we stupid?
I
looks
rolled
legit.
Forgotten how to fucking
natural
read.
20.
Looks legit.
Can I take a look at it, please?
Sure. Roll an investigation. Natural 20 on your paperwork there, Marlman?
Yeah, me looking for names I might recognize.
Nope, none on there. All the hands are names like they're just generic sailory names. You find the person you interacted with, which was Desmond Wilkes. You find a Trufant. You find a.
And what about names for?
You find a Steachman if that's what you're looking for.
Fuck you. Yeah, no, like what about names of like whose crew it is? Does that make sense? Like,
the company that they apparently sail with is the Shimmering Wave.
Okay.
I got a 21, by the way.
Okay. Flipping through the book, looking through the merchant records and whatnot, simply because you are a merchant, they are very clearly tweaked and forged and pushed in various directions, but none that are. It all seems businessy. You know, the sort of tweaks and movements and small things you do to get like a slightly better profit. The little corners or little margins you might do to kind of dance around something,
some real Ferengi bullshit.
Yeah, charge up on a few things that you don't need to charge up on, get money in the margins.
They don't seem to be doing anything on paper that's bad. Like small things in there.
Well,
However,
not like
white collar crimes.
yes, not like immediately obvious.
However, something you do notice is that there's a lot of repeating paperwork.
Ooh.
There's a lot of 4 or 5 sets of receipts, or multiple different ship orders that seem to say the same similar stuff. Multiple copies.
Huh.
What do you got, Phaedra?
They seem to be repeating copies, so either someone's getting the same order over and over and over again, or they're lying.
All right, listen, Phaedra, you're just bigger and tougher than me. I need you to take point on this.
Yeah.
We got out of it. I said, I need you to take point on this because we barely got out of there, the scruff of our chins, and it was all because of me. So you're a tough, smart person, and I think you should lead us now. Listen, I picked
Say it
the
again. Just one more time. Say it again. I want to relish this moment.
How much of the Nolan story was told to us? I actually think it was a decent amount. Like, were we brought up to speed on what they would have seen?
Yeah, most of it.
All right, then. So I would know, or so any of us would know the captain's name to ask this dude if he's ever met her.
Correct.
All right, cool. That's a fun, useful thing.
I mean, I wouldn't.
But I'm not sure you would have the reason to place it.
I mean, if we're looking for,
if you guys think these guys,
straight up loose talk at this point. So
yeah, like piracy seems to be like
it is the only pirate touchstone that
you guys have. So yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like they were taking down the other ships. Let's be real.
Could be.
They might be working in tangent with the pirates being the only ship making a profit.
I think we should go get Vondra and we should present her this evidence and we should arrest these motherfuckers.
All right, we better go quick then.
Nix, you chill here.
I'll send another message to Vondra to tell her to start heading down.
Okay.
Me here. I'm the worst choice.
I can stay with you.
Okay. Do you have like message or something?
He knows prestidigitation. He knows just the way to get a hold of me.
Okay. I don't have any ability.
While you guys are standing there debating who will stay, Peter sort of shuts up for a second, which is odd, and messages Vondra, hey, some weird shit's happening.
We need you right now.
Come down to this ship, and Vondra sort of replies with, on the way.
All right, she's on the way.
That was
OMW.
Oh, I'm Dubs.
I like having message AOL or magic AOL.
Yeah.
As you are all kind of standing on the docks, sort of waiting at this point, it's a fairly large harbor, so it would take a little while for Vondra to make her way over, especially as you kind of said, bring help as well. Bring guns, bring people for arrest. You suddenly hear a lot of activity on the deck behind you as the ship begins to move slightly.
Thought so.
The gangplanks begin to go up, stranding much of the crew and deckhands on the docks with you.
Do we see? Is the captain still on top of the boat?
You do not see Francois.
Yeah.
You can vaguely see the outline
The
of
boat took
someone.
off. The boat is taking off.
You vaguely see the outline of someone kind of standing at the wheel.
Speaking of taking off, I could do something about this.
I could be a dragon again.
Go get him.
Can I?
Go get him, Trev.
I would like to cast fly on myself.
Okay.
Fly over to the boat.
Yay!
You do so.
I
You get up in the air and make your way over. Looking down,
I just want to be like, if I can see anybody who looks like the captain, or if I can see Francois, I'd be like, hey, we're trying to get a ride here. What are you doing?
you don't see Francois on the deck.
I can also just shout that generally.
Yeah. You just kind of shout, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing? Where I got?" You don't see Francois on the deck. The person operating the wheel is a very tall, bald man that you had not seen before, wearing a very long coat, hands on the wheel, eyes focused forward, not really looking at you at all. Just focused on getting the boat out of the harbor and out to sea.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I want to dim door onto the boat.
Okay, you dim door your way onto there, onto the boat. Where on the boat would you like to dim door to?
Right behind the guy at the sail, at the steering wheel.
Okay, you boom, onto the boat at the best range you can, which is fairly far. It's 500 feet. It's a good distance. You're able to make it about halfway onto the aft deck where the wheel and the dude piloting the boat is.
Yeah.
So you land there perfectly fine.
I want to draw my sword, put it up to his deck, and tell him.
You're maybe 15 feet behind him. You're not on him.
Okay, I'm still do the same, but
Okay.
holding my
As you begin to walk forward to do so, he turns and draws something out of his coat that you've never seen before. It's this small metal, what almost looks like a cannon, that he turns and fires at you.
Oh boy!
That is a. Oh god! I gotta pull up.
Blunderbuss.
No, it's not a
there,
blunderbuss. It's just a pistol.
Is there a French acrobatic dancer there?
No, not at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Fuck. Where is?
I hope you make me play that character.
Why would I do that?
What?
I said, why would I do that?
At least in vocals.
Apologies, you guys. I thought I had something up that I don't.
Sounds like a personal problem. Hey!
Hey.
I turned to Ermil. It's like, you might want to turn into something that can fly.
No problem, Bob.
Are you going to do that?
And then allow me, then just pick me up.
I can. Yeah, I was gonna say I could also turn into something that can fly and take you if you'd like, Marlon. But
Someone carry me.
in either case.
Oh, yeah.
I can also
I
just
should've
fly
grabbed
over
one
and scoop.
before I did
I'm not too far.
Yeah, you didn't fly far. You flew more up to try and see.
You could always fly as something and then turn again into something heavier and drop onto them.
And I have a plan. If we're going this way, I can.
It is Dex. So that's that. So that's a 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah, I think that does it.
Okay. So you take
I can turn into it.
one of those. Uh, 11 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
Okay. And he is actually going to... Nope, he can't do that at the moment. You'd have to shoot again. At this point, I need everyone to roll initiative.
I was just looking at Son saying, "Son, we're gonna pay for that one."
That hurt, by the way.
Yeah.
Like this thing that you've never seen before dug into your flesh deep, and it burns, and it sucks.
It's extremely uncool.
I'm pissed. I got shot. I'm on a boat. I'm not happy.
I'm going fast.
Going down for real?
I'm not wearing any kind of nautical themed clothing.
Nothing at all.
He has no margaritas.
I don't have my flippers.
Not wearing that flippity floppities.
I'm not the king of the world. I'm not on a boat like Leo.
Right?
If you're on the shore, well, I'm actually above it, so you shore, not Mio.
Nice.
This is all I...
All right. So, initiatives from everybody.
Yep.
Are you going to do the thing, or do you just want to know what they
25
are?
to 20.
22, motherfucker.
What'd you get?
22.
You just lost out. 17 for next. 20 to 15.
19.
18.
For Phaedra. 18 for Armo. Or for Marlon.
Marlaman.
Now Marlon, I'm in. 15 to 10. 15 to 10. 10 to 5.
8.
Aww.
No.
Trev.
Oh, I was a 16.
Oh, missed that.
I thought, yeah, I was...
And I think that's everybody. Yep. Plus, I got to roll for various crew.
And Vondra.
Yeah, roll again. Right. She's very far away.
Oh, wait, she's not there yet.
All right. So, this mysterious man with this weird cannon goes first. He's going to attack you twice, burning 2 grit to do deadeye shots into your torso to attempt to push you back 20 feet and therefore off the boat.
If I did guard behind him, how did he get a surprise round and I didn't?
Because he can hear you landing. Dindor's not like this stealthy, like, ha! All right. All right, that's a whoo Nelly. Hang on, I gotta check something.
What is the numerical amount of a ooh, Nelly?
A lot.
A lot.
I gotta check something. Apologies.
Giant
This is the part of me not having one specific thing open when I need it to. I have to make sure that at the level this character is at, he does not get a specific ability.
They're also pretty.
Nope, got that. Got that. Nope.
Cow.
Cool. So he doesn't get that, which is good for you, or else that would have been a crit.
Good.
But it is a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Averaging.
So then you don't take damage, but you do have to make a
Strength.
Nope, there's actually no save. It just happens. So you're pushed 10 feet backwards by the force of this shot. It glances off you in that it doesn't do damage, but it does kind of shove you backwards a bit as he kind of reloads quickly and aims to fire again with this 6-cylindered cannon. Oh, shit.
What did you get?
I rolled it off the table. That's a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. So you're shoved another 10 feet and are now kind of halfway over the rail. I need you to make an acrobatics check to make sure you hold on.
That's going to be a 4.
Uh,
Oh god.
and you are over the rail.
Oh my god.
With
Doing good.
I have a reaction.
Right away.
You have a reaction.
Can I use it to curse him
I mean, it is now your turn.
with my hexblade? Can I do it?
Yeah, so you hexblade curse him as you go.
Okay. Then I will, at that point, use my relentless hex to appear right next to him.
Okay.
Behind him.
Okay. I need you to make in order to do that, I need you to make a wisdom check just to make sure you have the, like, as you're falling to go, ha, right.
Just straight wisdom modifier.
Just straight wisdom. You're just trying to beat a 10.
Okay. Yeah, well,
What'd you
this
get?
is the third 4 I rolled in a row.
No.
Yay.
You're able to put the hex on him as you go, but not enough reaction time in your brain to kind of put that one together because you're more focused on falling. So you're going to spend this turn falling. You haven't hit the water yet, but you are falling. But he is still hexed, so you can try this again. All right, next up is... Where is the thing? Phaedra.
How far away are we from the boat?
Boat is quickly moving away from you. It's about 150, 200 feet away.
Oh, boy.
Okay. I kind of
What is
quickly.
propelling the boat? Just out of
Wait,
curiosity.
just where's
So you guys were here on the harbor. The boat is here. It's quickly moving away at boat speed. So it's like 10 miles an hour probably. It's moving. It's not like sprinting away from you.
so Trev is flying.
Yes, Trev could get there very easily.
I fell in the water.
Yes. It's
I'm-
more of a distance of up to the deck as opposed to like this way.
Yeah, the gangplank is not up
All
anymore.
right, I'm gonna
Yeah.
dim
Down
door
anymore.
and take. Who hasn't gone yet?
Hey.
Marlman and Nyx. I can only take one. So
Aramel has also not gone. So
You also see your team member falling off the back of the boat.
I'm aware. I need to be on the boat to help him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if I just dim door into the water, that's pointless.
No, but you could dim door to the edge and grab him.
he's falling currently. I don't think that's
Oh.
going to happen.
He
Yeah.
tried to grab on and couldn't.
I have a means of getting him out if he doesn't. If
He's mid plummet.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna dim door with Marleman.
Okay. Marleman, as you hit the deck, I need you to roll a very, very, very low intelligence check.
Oh, Christ.
Oh boy.
I rolled an 18 before my...
Yeah,
Wow.
you land on the deck from the dim door in about the same spot that Sai had come in, so about 15 feet away from this guy. Pepperbox still pointed at you. You recognize Surefire Samson from your last interaction with the Crashing Wave Pirates, as well as the fire-spitting weaponry that he uses.
And I'm going to, for my bonus action, cast Shield of Faith on
Okay.
Marleman.
You do so.
So that gives you +2 to your AC.
Oh, okay. Thank
You're
you.
there with me, so if you get hit, I'd rather you
Yeah,
not.
that's a good move.
Marleman, it is now your turn.
Okay, oh boy, here we go. How far away is the man with the gun?
15
Samson.
feet.
15 feet? I look at him and I say, this is going to be interesting. I look at him and I say, we gotta stop meeting like this. And then I grab the pendant. And
Okay. Are you using Vicious Mockery?
no, I was going to instead cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay.
The creature is my choice. You can see within range, perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter if this spell affects it. You need to succeed on a whiz save.
All right, was save.
Or fall prone.
That is a 20 on his save.
Fuck.
Yeah.
This dude's a cool customer.
Okay, well that didn't work.
He sort of looks at you and goes, "Hello to
You're
you as
supposed
well."
to be laughing now.
I don't laugh. What are you? He is able to get out. What are you before it becomes the next person's turn, who is Nyx.
So I can't really do anything until someone like tosses me onto the ship.
Okay. So you don't want to hold your action?
I mean, yeah, I don't think I can do anything.
Okay. So you hold your action until you end up on the ship.
Hold on, let me check one. But
Pearly.
Pearl just wants to be loved.
She just wants attention.
She wants so much attention. Yeah, no, I can't do anything.
Okay. So you hold your action until you end up on the ship. Trev.
All right. Time for the best version, the only version of diplomacy that I understand.
Okay.
Trev is going to activate his Rite of Flame.
Uh-huh.
He's going to fly towards the sails of the boat.
Okay.
How far away is that?
Probably take you 2 turns to get there, but you could get there.
I have a flying speed of 60 feet, so...
You can get, on your regular movement, you can get probably within 30 feet of it.
All right. Then I'm just going to do that for now.
Okay. So you get closer to the sail. You know, it's going to move 10 feet away from you, but then you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
The crew on the docks are all going to are panicking because their ship is leaving without them and start cursing away and like stomping their feet and not really knowing what to do. Aramil, you are up.
Oh man. I can turn into something that's big enough to carry Nyx.
Oh, easily. You can use your boon of nature to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. How?
Big ass eagle.
Just do that.
Yeah, I'll just do. Well,
Owl.
Big ass eagle.
Owl.
I don't think an owl's big enough to hold Nyx.
A giant.
A giant.
A giant owl is.
Eagle. I think giant eagle is 1 credit rating though, so I can do giant owl.
Yeah.
That'll do.
For
They'll never get alone.
That's what I'll go for.
He'll grab onto your and
Okay. You transform into a giant owl and lift Nyx up to the edge of the boat.
Very gingerly with my giant crazy talons.
Yes.
Don't move your fingers.
Back on the boat, Samson looks at you, Marleman. He goes, well, if I'd known it was you, I wouldn't have took such a speedy exit. He kind of puts the pepper box away and extends a hand towards you.
Phaedra looks confused.
It is now your turn, Sai.
Fuck. I love time dilation.
Get out of this guy.
Huh?
I'm going to murder this shit.
You're falling in the water.
I need you to make one more wisdom check to see if your brain can catch up and go, okay, think.
That's going to be good. That's
What
an
is it?
18.
Oh, yeah. You know the way out of this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I teleport right behind the bastard and put my
right.
sword in the
Swing away.
Oh, now I'm pissed.
You have about half a second as you swing to notice that the weapon is gone and his hand is now extended, but... Yeah.
First, it's a natural 20.
That will hit. Roll for damage.
And then, of course, I get my second one. So it'll be, first one will be 7, goes to 14, so 21.
Okay.
Marleman, have you used a reaction yet?
No, he has not.
I believe shouting, fucking knock it off, what the fuck are you doing, is within reaction territory.
It is if Marleman chooses to do so.
Oh, well, then I do that.
Okay.
Easy. I say, hold fire, I scream.
Sai, before you make your second swing,
He's gonna hit him.
roll a perception check.
I didn't realize that would be considered in my action, so...
Just wanted
Yeah,
to make sure.
reactions can be done off turn.
Okay. I always forget these things.
And anything that's like a free action, like talking, is you can do whenever. Anything that's called action.
Yeah.
That will be a 13.
You hear him. Do you choose to listen?
I just pissed off, what? What?
Okay.
I know this dude.
That's the end of your turn. Phaedra. If you halted your swing, it's the end of your turn. Basically.
Yeah, he's still charmed, so that's fine.
He is charmed.
Okay. I'm going to.
Oh wait, doesn't he have to make a save for that?
For what?
I forget what we wrote on your sword, so
I believe it just said he's charmed because you didn't give me like a
DC?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then he is charmed.
You can change that going forward if you want to.
Nah, we'll work it with it for now.
Okay.
I mean, he's only charmed for a turn, so.
I'm going to prep guiding bolt just in case.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go. Whoa! Wait a minute. Hold on. You know this guy?
Marlon, you are up.
So Marleman.
And actually, because he is charmed, we're going to suspend combat order for a second.
Okay.
Yes, I know this guy. We met in Nolans.
Trev, you are still flying quickly towards the sails. Roll a perception check.
I was going to say, do I hear this? It's barely double digits for what it's worth. I don't know exactly what it is.
You can still hear them.
Yeah,
you're focused enough that you can still hear them.
All right. I mean, for full disclosure, what I was intending to do was fly next to the sails with a burning sword and say, we need to put a stop to this or I'm going to cut these.
Oh, yeah.
So I wasn't planning on doing any action until I yelled at people anyway.
Okay.
So yeah, if that's the way it's going, I'll just start.
Just stay up there.
But yeah, I'll
land on the mast. Yeah.
I will just land in a cool guy, like kind of leaning on the thing pose.
Yeah.
But actually kind of only sort of look like Peter Pan.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm literally just flying like Peter Pan, so.
Samson looks at you, Marlon, and goes, I should have realized it was you. I would have taken you to see the captain immediately.
Well, you know, to be quite honest, I didn't recognize the sails at first. But
right. Yes. At which point the charm kind of wears off and he shakes his head and goes, "Ow! Shit." Regardless, the Adagio is our merchant vessel. It's our legit.
How legit is legit? Is it too
enough
legit to quit, or is it?
Well, it is our legit business.
Then why did you run?
Because someone came on the ship with a badge and attempted to get my crew arrested.
Oh, you mean this badge? And I hold up the fake badge and I just go, and it disappears.
God, he is an idiot.
Yeah.
We honestly were trying to see if this was connected to any of the ship disappearances.
No, unfortunately not. I wish I could give you more information about that.
Well, then help us out.
Also, don't take offense. Are you a pirate?
I like give him a look like, I got you, bud.
Wait.
Privateer.
Wait. I don't care. I don't know who this guy is. I don't really care what he's saying. I have evidence and we need to hit the brakes on this ship.
Oh, we're not going back. I'm very sorry.
Excuse me?
This guy shot me.
Guys, the last time that they ran into like the only story Marleman's ever told me about pirates, they were actually like really okay, and they helped save his hometown. So maybe these guys aren't so bad.
I'm not judging the label. I'm judging the evidence of many missing ships, and they have records of it.
What?
I mean, if you can forgive me, I took a look around. I can show you the evidence against you if you promise not to.
Certainly. Again, this is he kind of gestures around you. Fuck.
I look at him.
Business.
I look at him and I say, "Drop anchor."
No.
I look up at Trev and I say, "If you don't drop anchor, he will."
How about this? I keep sailing. We go meet up with the dreadnought. You talk to the captain. I give you free passage to wherever you want to go.
Will you do me this solid here and slow down?
Certainly.
Like actually slow down.
Yeah.
Because
he kind of snaps his fingers, and some of the crew who had remained hidden on the boat kind of step out and slacken the sails a bit, so it at least slows, but it does not stop.
They're ninja pirates? Really?
We take care of our own.
They're just good.
Uh-huh.
And besides, it's easier to go, oh no, one man has stolen the ship so it's leaving, as opposed to an entire crew looking like they're trying to flee.
Well, then what about the crew you left behind?
Exactly.
They had no idea what they were doing. They were hired help. We picked them up in the last port. We dropped them off in this port. We move on. We find a new crew. It's better that way. They never know really who they're working for.
And their families at home are worried.
Marleman,
They are pirates, Marleman.
Say again?
Marleman, I've been to your town. You know
Yes.
sailors. Do they
I
really have families?
Yeah, a lot of them don't like to
Bit of a
think about their families.
Anyway.
Anyway, evidence to show crime.
So I show it to him, but I want to
Mhm.
like have a firm grip on it, like
Yeah.
show, but like you're not touching this though.
Yeah. He just kind of observes it and goes, yes, it's from our records room. I see you found our cost shaving and our multiple, well, we like to keep various, we like to keep various manifestos in case snooping eyes decide to come in and raise trouble. It's always easier to give people what they want, even if we are doing the right thing.
Can you show us the real books?
I don't have them here. Why would we ever keep them here?
Then why would you have more than one fraud?
We're pirates, Marleman. We cover our asses in every way we can.
Will you bring us to the Dreadnought?
Yes, certainly. I
wanna
just
go.
offered it.
This seems like a bad plan. I don't know who this is.
I'm
Like, he just shot my friend.
To be fair, your
took a
friend
swing.
was trying to kill him. Like he was
I
going,
told
he was
him to.
drawing on him.
I told him to stop the boat, and then he shot me.
I'm not going to apologize. You had your sword in your hand and were yelling at me to shot the boat. I'm getting you off my boat. This is my boat. You don't tell me what to do.
Yeah. I'm not saying you were wrong to like counter. I'm saying I'm not comfortable with you taking me to a bigger, stronger ship full of more of your men.
Oh, they're not my men. Please. I'm not good enough for that.
Yeah, this dude's just a. He works for the lady that.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Samson. I am the second in command of the Crashing Wave Pirates, the head of the Cresting Wave Shipping Company, and a second in command to Sling Blade Bonnie.
Is that a name that any of us recognize other than Marleman and Trev?
I was going to say,
If I was told about it, I imagine anybody else would have been as well.
You guys have heard of the Crashing Wave Pirates purely from Marleman and his recounting of his past journeys. You know that they are pirates, and are pirates. But that...
They're hunting for booty.
Yeah. But Marleman has described them as genuinely good people who don't seem to do wrong. They're not the looting and killing kind of pirates. More of
raping.
They're the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, they're we're gonna rob you and then kind of let you sail home, and that'll be that. Notorious for conscripting, but that's about it.
Okay, I'm gonna send a message to the hunter before we get too far away.
How far does message go?
Not that far.
No, well, sending can go anywhere as long as it's the same plane of existence.
Yes, sending can get there.
That's
Message
different.
can't.
Yeah, sorry, I meant send a message.
Yeah.
To the hunter being like, I think we have it handled. I'll let you know how it goes. Don't worry. Make sure the crew that's there get jobs.
You get you don't really get a message back, more of just a huh? As this ship slowly continues its way out into the harbor. Samson kind of looks at you, Marleman, as you're the one who knows, and goes, should I raise sail and continue on? Or
I look at the party.
Should I make you a rowboat?
I look at the party.
Well, we were going to charter the ship anyway. But...
It was good enough then.
Yeah.
I actually like this more now.
Yeah, okay.
Nix wasn't gonna charter the ship, but she's outvoted. No.
Like, I'm looking at Nix like, I really don't see what other choice we have at this point.
Nix, honestly, if it becomes a problem, you'll be the first one to escape because you can get away.
Into the ocean, man! Like,
yeah. You'll be fine.
man, I don't like this.
It's okay, I'll polymorph into like a water creature and we can get
We've
back.
got not only one, but two birdmen, and also a man that can fly. I think we're good.
And me.
That you were one of those two.
I'm not a man.
I meant humans. I'm sorry.
Human.
Raise sail.
Not on the yeah. Listen, I don't understand why everything has to be about black and white and color.
The sails kind of sharpen back up and catch the wind as the boat steadily moves out of Lavender Harbor and off into open sea.
Okay.
We'll stop there for the evening, as you guys have now accidentally chartered your way onto a boat.
This is what happens when you let Marleman lead the group. I just want everybody to know this.
Yes, apologies for the whole.
I will flash a
you
badge.
have things hidden on here. Like, yeah, there's not stuff in open view.
Yeah, hold on, wait a minute, hold on. I need to read aloud what you sent me.
I'm curious as to what the intelligence score of that dude we were talking to was, because it was not double digits.
4. He was almost dead.
He was barely able to speak.
He was almost dead dumb.
Good lord.
Yeah, the Francois was lying about where they came from, about
You said everything but the amount of ships that were traveling.
Oh, apologies. I meant to say and the cargo.
I asked you about the cargo. I literally said
I
about the
ignored all that
contents,
stuff.
and you were like, maybe.
It's insight. You don't get like a bullet point list.
That's fair.
But he was most certainly lying. Also because he was lying about being the captain.
Oh, that's fair. All right, I'm going to go to bed because I have to go to New York early in the morning.
Oh, you poor soul. But yes, so Craig, that was everything that happened there. Was he doesn't really recognize it because this is their legit wing.
Yeah.
Hence the powder blue sail and not the black sails.
Yeah.
Do people know that the crescent wave is the business side of the crashing wave? Probably, but whatever. Business.
Yeah.
You think they choose a slightly less similar name?
They're pirates. They're not smart.
They don't care.
Yeah.
That's a stereotype.
They're a garbage company.
Since we're all from mostly all from North Brantford here, y'all know what he's talking about. No?
What?
Very Italian, very many garbage waste disposal company. Is that right?
Yeah, they're in waste management.
Ferrara.
Yeah, Ferraro.
Can you take out the trash?
Congratulations, you guys. You've made your way onto a boat and off to your next adventure. Maybe. Unless you get shot by pirates.
I enjoy those sorts of things.
I'm so mad.
I will heal you and make you slightly less grumpy.
All right. So I will see you all later.